Are you insane? How dare you? Gah. If you recklessly lay a hand on His Majesty, I'll snap every single one of your fingers. Muriel did not rest for even a moment. This was nothing to her. A body like steel, even using only her left arm because of her injury, there wasn't the slightest imbalance. Strong. At this level, she could stand evenly against one of Kazan's 7-star knights. Muriel, from today onward, you will attend to me personally. Yes, Your Highness. And gather all the maids of the princess's palace. The reason I summoned you today is to newly divide the duties I will entrust to you. From now on, you will handle my dresses, and you will be responsible for my adornments. Us? What a stroke of luck. They say Her Highness drove Maru away. Your Highness, but, when we went to receive today's supplies, something strange happened. Speak. Even though dry firewood was piled right beside it, the Interior Ministry's supply officer insisted we take only firewood that was completely wet and moldy. That's right. And they even forbade the regular maids from entering our palace. My. I scolded the head maid yesterday. It seems she is seeking revenge. Oh my, then, is it really true? That Her Highness struck Lady Cuisine with a switch, and that it was because of Muriel, the head maid, and this is my palace and my people. It would not have mattered who among you it was, not just Muriel. However, with the head maid harboring such venom, you will have a difficult time for a while. I'm sorry. I will not submit to the head maid. If we do not endure now, she will believe she can take your lives whenever she pleases. Though I lack power, I do not wish to see you treated that way as well. I will ask my uncle to mediate when the time is right. So, for the sake of this worthless master, endure it until then. No, Your Highness. Knowing Your Highness's heart, how could we resent you? That's right, no matter how the head maid behaves, we will serve Your Highness with all our sincerity. Yes, thank you. They are the ones who constantly carry news of Your Highness outside. You gave far too much to those bat-like creatures, they must be cleared out. How do you intend to do it? They will likely sell the jewelry they received the moment they leave the palace. That is precisely what I want. Every piece is jewelry my uncle gave me, large gemstones that appear expensive yet lack even a shred of elegance. My uncle gave me such things, pretending to cherish his niece on the surface, and turned me into a gaudy, extravagant princess. Soon, rumors will spread, Muriel. Aren't you curious how far my uncle can suppress them? Borrowing hands, something as crude as cheap jewelry is a small price to pay. A few days later, whispers began to circulate that the princess's jewels had flooded the market, along with rumors that it was her own maids who had sold them. Why would a princess of the kingdom relinquish even her treasured possessions to appease her servants? People wondered. Fortunately, as the rumors spread, the head maid's harassment continued without pause. She remained as covert as ever, but attention had coincidentally shifted toward the princess's palace, and the tongues of the palace maids, who had filled their purses with my jewels, were lighter and more venomous than usual. The royal palace, meant to be honorable, gradually became stained with rumors of insubordination. They say the head maid is tormenting the princess. Boss, Princess Valdina is really suffering heavy retaliation, huh? The head maid's schemes are no less vicious than our Western madams, sand mixed into the food, scents that attract vermin smeared on the bedding. The rumors floating around are even more exaggerated, practically urban legends. I suppose they had nothing better to do, considering they even planted someone inside the princess's palace. Well, I thought there might be some useful information. Ah, poor princess. It seems she's barely holding on, even offering up the jewels the regent dupe gifted her. She gave up her jewels? Yes. They've all been released onto the market, black sapphire, lamb's tear, you know, that series of jewels nouveau riche people obsess over. Is she naive or simply foolish? What if there was another purpose? Huh? Promotion. To queen. Ack. Boss, of all times. Then my bishop. Did she truly believe she could make the maids her allies with that? Rarely, but there are times when the weakest and most insignificant existence devours everything. The question is how it will transform, what it will consume, or whether it will be devoured instead. Interesting. Let go of me. Where are you taking us? What the hell is this? Kaya. Why are you doing this all of a sudden? After committing deeds without regard for your own lives, you're awfully talkative. From this day forward, you are no longer affiliated with the princess's palace. Countless royal palace maids witnessed clearly the disgraceful sight of you conspiring to torment Her Highness the Princess, then framing the head maid as the one who ordered it. That's impossible. It's a lie. We're innocent. The harassment was the head maid's doing, you people did it. Your Highness. Please save us. The head maid is trying to drag us away. Let go of me. Do you think our princess will simply stand by? Your Highness. Your Highness. What is happening? Princess, how you must have suffered all this time. The head maid sent us to set things right, even if belatedly. Those insolent wretches have been driving a wedge between the head maid and Your Highness all along. For the crime of insulting royalty, they will all be punished with death. I see. You must have worked hard. We are grateful for your understanding, and we have brought new maids as well, children who have just entered the palace, untainted and diligent. That is a relief. With the head maid's discernment, they can be trusted. All of you, engrave what you have just witnessed into your hearts. If you betray your master and act like bats, you will be dragged away like dogs and die. Do you understand? Yes, Your Highness. We will remember it well. Convey my gratitude to the head maid, no, to you. Thanks to this, I have lightened my workload. Why is she smiling like that? Could it be, did she deliberately use the head maid? Your Highness, did you already know the head maid would move like this? Yes. The nobles whose spies within the princess's palace were suddenly purged will begin watching your uncle closely. Meanwhile, uncle will grow suspicious of the head maid and his political rivals. Who do you think you will blame, the nobles or the head maid? At the very least, it will not be me. Is she planning to make them fight among themselves? You don't seem like the Highness I once knew. That's right. The media you knew is gone. After standing on the brink of death once, I realized something: I cannot remain foolish forever. What about you, Neriel? Do you dislike a master like this? The Highness in my memories was someone whose pure humanity shone brighter than her authority. I wanted to protect that innocence forever, but I will serve you. No matter what kind of person Your Highness becomes, I will remain by your side. Good, that is a relief. I had more than enough of both my uncle and the head maid in my previous life. I can easily predict what they will think and what they will attempt. What I must truly be wary of is, sorry, Your Highness. My hand slipped. I will pour it again immediately. This is an unfamiliar situation I have never encountered before. I heard she hid quickly when the maids were taken away. She survived quite cleverly. She is likely trying to win my favor, afraid she might share their fate. It's berry tea. You said the one I brew tastes the best. I adjusted the temperature carefully. You prefer it slightly cooled, don't you? I am not in the mood right now. Later. Your Highness, please. I went out at dawn and gathered these berries until my knees were soaked through. Just one sip, please? What are you doing? Hurry and drink it. It's regrettable about the children. Mom. I said stop. Kaya. It seems my words do not even reach your ears. How many times must I repeat myself? Why, Your Highness, I was only, please forgive me, Your Highness. I made a mistake. Someone take Maru away. It's my fault. Please don't hate me anymore, Your Highness. Your Highness. Huh. Your Highness, are you all right? It's nothing. Neriel, keep an eye on Maru. You mean to watch her? She was wearing a lovely bracelet. There is no way she purchased it herself, a trumpet flower design, a pattern circulated only among a select few within the Kazan Empire's imperial family. Clever girl, Maru. Please become a fine piece of bait. Salmon. I missed you so much. Young Duke Claudio, Salmon Claudio. What happened? I heard all of Medea's maids were replaced. Darling, I couldn't help it. The princess suddenly pushed me aside. What was I supposed to do? Wait. Medea pushed you aside? What do you mean? Just when the maids were replaced. She said she feared retaliation from the head maid. But she cherishes me again now. You know how much the princess relies on me. Because of the head maid, the palace is in uproar inside and out. It's giving me a dreadful headache. So if you intend to marry me, behave properly, my love. Ugh. Don't ruin the justification I need to take a commoner like you as my wife. You must be the maid my dear cousin treasures most. Do you understand? Why, yes. I will do better. I will learn every single move Princess Medea makes, darling. Good, that's how it should be. I love you, Maru. I love you too. For you, I would do anything, Your Highness. Maru has been secretly meeting with young Duke Claudio. I see. Your Highness, if the bracelet Maru wears was indeed a gift from the young Duke, it implies the Duchy of Claudio is in contact with the Kazan imperial family. Let us observe for now. More importantly, Neriel. Yes, Your Highness. Your master, Marquis Gillifos, where is he currently? If you mean my former master, I believe he resides at a small estate outside the capital. Are you perhaps considering meeting him? Yes. Valdina still needs him. Neriel, the Claudio family has not merely made contact with the Kazan Empire. I doubt Saman realizes that the bracelet he gave to win Maru's affection could serve as evidence of treason. My uncle seems to believe that now, while Peleus is away on campaign, wartime is the perfect opportunity to seize the throne. Are you saying Duke Claudio is preparing a rebellion? The Emperor of Kazan has no intention of seeing Valdina grow stronger. Peleus launched this unreasonable campaign precisely to escape the Empire's grip. In short, my brother has become a common enemy to both the Empire and our uncle. In my previous life, a brutal winter struck Valdina. The Kazan Empire promised food aid, but at the very last moment, they fabricated excuses and withheld it. The people's fury and blame turned toward King Peleus, and a rebellion erupted, a staged uprising led by false insurgents planted by the Claudio family. Is Kazan not afraid of retaliation? Even as a superpower, how dare they target the king of another nation? That is why we must stop it before it begins. And a marquis who once commanded the royal guard and is hailed as a national hero will prove invaluable. Neriel, arrange a secret meeting with Marquis Gillifos. Yes, I will prepare everything. In this life, I will ensure those bastards do not live to cross that wall. Greetings, Your Highness. It has been a long time, Duchess. Please, do not address me so formally, Your Highness. I was deeply shocked to hear you had fallen from your horse. I, too, collapsed from travel fatigue. Forgive me for visiting so late. Duchess Catherine Claudio. It couldn't be helped, Mother. Surely our generous sister would not fail to understand our circumstances? Berna. I missed you so much, sister, that I begged Mother to let me come. You understand, don't you? I missed you as well. Carved into my marrow are the enemies of my family and my nation. When I think of Leah and Ryan, I want to tear them apart this very moment, but the time is not yet ripe. Slowly and meticulously, I will bind them until they suffer the most agonizing pain imaginable. Does your head still ache, Your Highness? You appear well, but the after-effects of a fall should not be underestimated. I brought a doctor to examine you. He is hailed as godlike in Kazan. As he is an imperial citizen, he cannot enter freely and is waiting outside the palace gates. If Your Highness permits, I will summon him immediately. There is no safety in allowing a hostile nation's physician into the palace. Mother worked tirelessly to bring him for you, sister. I do not even know how many chests of gold she spent. Berna, stop your chatter. You will worry Her Highness. Is that so? To personally travel so far, you must have gone to great lengths, Aunt Catherine. Oh, absolutely. She traveled to the Kazan Empire herself to secure him. Honestly, sometimes I cannot tell who the true daughter is. Aunt Catherine went there, personally? We are still at war. Are you saying Prime Minister Sisar permitted such a thing? Berna. Your Highness, please do not be concerned. He is merely the attending physician for the upcoming Kazan delegation and arrived early. His identity is fully verified. I see, Aunt Catherine. However, the palace physician has already declared me healthy, so you may set your worries aside. If your Highness insists. I confess, I am somewhat saddened. Surely you are not doubting the identity of the renowned doctor I brought. Forgive my boldness, but I consider your Highness as my own daughter. Why, then, do you push me away? Her own daughter. Once, I was foolish enough to believe that was genuine affection. Forgive me, Aunt Catherine. I appreciate the sentiment, but it does not resonate with my heart. Sister. What is wrong with you today? How can you speak so harshly? Because I cannot agree with Aunt Catherine's words. What, do you mean? You know precisely what I mean. Since my conflict with the head maid, you must be aware of the treatment I have endured. You were quick to notice my slightest discomfort just now, yet you claim ignorance that all my maids were replaced? I understand, the head maid is your close friend, so you were caught in an awkward position. Your Highness, that is not. Aunt Catherine, if Berna had been treated this way, would you remain so composed? You may regard me as a daughter, but I can never be your true daughter, and that is profoundly disappointing. Please leave. I do not wish to see either of you for the remainder of the day. Your Highness. Wait. Why did you have to speak so recklessly? I thought I had subdued her sufficiently, was I mistaken? If only Cuisine had fulfilled her duty properly. I cannot allow the beast I raised to slip away now. First, I must make an example of Cuisine. Hurry, hurry. Ugh, I feel like I'm about to get toad slime all over me. It even smells awful. Pairing Etienne with Her Royal Highness, the head maid is truly vicious. Count Larc Etienne, a hereditary noble who has built his family's reputation over 3 generations, candidate minister of the royal household, a powerful figure known as the Regent Duke's right-hand man, yet greedy to the core and a revolting pervert. Just looking at him makes my stomach churn. And now his handkerchief has been hidden inside the bedroom wardrobe. Princess Mediae is finished. This will be the juiciest gossip in the palace for quite some time. Serves her right. If she's caught in a scandal with a 50-year-old toad, royalty or not, no marriage prospect will go near her. And of all people, Count Etienne. Still, there was a time when we got along fairly well. They say the princess has ignored you, so these days you're stuck cleaning alongside the lower maids? How pathetic. Neril already took your place. Will I truly be the only one the Regent Duke discards? Shouldn't you be looking for a way to survive too? No matter what, she is royalty, aren't you afraid of heaven's wrath? If this matter concludes cleanly, I'll have you entered into a noble household. My husband's nephew has no heir yet. Live a few years as their adopted daughter, and you'll become a noble lady, and once you're a noble, you can proudly become Shaman's lover. Don't resent me. It was your Highness who abandoned me first. Just as your Highness predicted, the night before, Mariu contacted the head maid, and we confirmed she slipped into the wardrobe near your Highness's bedroom and hid something. This is the item she concealed. Count Etienne, the head maid must truly be cornered. Those vile creatures, how dare they? Your Highness, I can dispose of 2 or 3 corpses without leaving a single trace. If you would just give the order, 3 ministers, you say? Then, Neril, you would not be safe either. Your Highness is my lord and my benefactor. For your Highness, I would gladly give my life. What am I to do with someone this rigid? She looks ready to explode at any moment. Calm yourself. It is not time yet. More importantly, Neril, you said earlier you were confident about concealment, correct? Yes, Your Highness. Then let us turn the headmaid's gift against her. What is this? A newly arrived maid handed it to me. She said Mariu seemed to have stolen my bracelet. She claimed she found it dropped and attempted to return it, but felt something was suspicious. It was already far beyond Mariu's station, yet she flaunted it as though it were a token of love. We should return it to its rightful owner, but that alone feels insufficient. Wrap it in Etienne's handkerchief and place it among Mariu's belongings. I will carry out the order. Then let us be on our way. You said someone would guide us to the Marquis' estate, correct? Yes. My colleague should be waiting with the carriage. A colleague, so that means he is also a disciple of Marquis Guilleforce, like you? Yes. He is somewhat impudent, but extremely capable. I am certain Your Highness will find him to your liking. Wow, I never imagined I would see royalty using this side gate. It's the gate our knights use when they sneak out. He truly is impudent, at the very least. Greetings, Princess. I thought Neril had dug a new tunnel to sneak you out. Well, waiting a bit should not trouble someone of such low standing. You stand before Her Highness. Mind your manners, Tom. You bastard. Still, this is tolerable. Compared to the scorn and contempt I endured in my previous life, this is nothing. Neril, it is fine. A pleasure to meet you. Please escort us safely to the estate. Ah, yes. Then let us depart, to Marquis Guilleforce.